Disappointed in our performance, and again, you hate to lose in the city. I hate to lose any time, but this one is especially just because, again, you want to run the city, and but again, Duquesne played great. I thought they really made some big shots, and their kids out hustled us and got every loose ball, every possession they needed to. They were tougher than us, and so that too, for me as a coach, is disappointing. But again, I thought we had some good performances. Again, I thought Cara really on the defensive end and rebounding, I thought that was about as well as she can play, and I was really pleased with her effort the whole game. And then they scoring, I thought that was one of her first games really to feel good about it. But again, she's got to be the leader and run our team, and she's still growing into that. She's got to learn of the pace of the game, how she has to control that, and those are things that you never know till you have to do it over and over and over. But and again, you take part of that second quarter out of this game, and I think it's back and forth affair. But again, I credit Duquesne. I thought they played great, and Dan does a great job with his team, and so we're going to continue to get better, and we just have to get back and really simplify some things. And we're still we don't understand a lot of stuff, and it paralyzes us, and we have to get better at that. Questions?
Lance, where do you feel like the inexperience, maybe with this team, seems to show itself the most in games?
Yeah, I think it's panic, and again, I think we get to going so fast, and and I want to play fast, but now it's the understanding of how you use your athleticism to help you play fast, and again, you have to get ball reversals. I thought the first quarter we did a much better job of moving the ball and reversing to get better shots. We get a shot, and that's a lot of the youth, and again, you start panicking, and then you just get a shot rather than a great shot. You got to turn down a shot for a better shot, and everybody on the floor has to know that all of those different reversals have to be how you do that, and then defensively, again, I think so much of it is many of our freshmen haven't had to play solid defense in their careers. And that they could go and steal it and, out athleticism anyone. And now they're having to lock up and communicate and switch in different defensive schemes. And so those two areas are our biggest. We just get to go in so fast and think we can do it ourselves, and players are better. Yeah.
Dave, from a player perspective, you guys had it cut to 6 in the second quarter when the preventing the backcourt and maybe missing on the preventing the backcourt maybe turned the game around in that respect. What did you see when you guys were trying to make the comeback, and what do you think was that turning point for you all today?
We just all got together and realized that we need to step on them because they stepped on us a few times. So we got together and we tried to make a comeback, and that's how it went.
How has the acclimation to college basketball been for you? This being your first year, and how much more of a greater level of comfort and familiarity is there even with each game?
It's definitely a growth and more of a challenge. Of course, it's college basketball, but with the help of my teammates, I've learned to grow. I've grown so much from just being here for my first year of basketball. My IQ has gotten better. So in the future, all I see is growth for my team and I.
Yeah, I'm curious for both you all as players. What is for fans, it's one thing because these schools are so close to each other. What does this game mean to you all when you look at the schedule and or in the days leading up to a game like this? Playing a team with whom there's a lot of history and who they're obviously so close.
I definitely think there's a sense of urgency in that we want to win this. It's more of a pride game. We have so many teams on our schedule, but this is a pride game. This is the city game. We want to win this so we can say, we won the city, but also defending Pitt and playing for Pitt. So I think this game is probably one of the most important on our schedule, just because we want the fans to be like, all right, this is Pitt. They're defending the city. We don't want to lose to Duquesne ever, but they're a good team, so it wasn't the outcome we wanted. But next year, we're going to turn that around. So
You guys, go for it, Dom.
Lance, your team really wasn't able to build a lot of offensive momentum after going down in the second quarter. What do you think were the biggest problems from the second quarter and going on for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I do. I think so much of it is, our ability to try to play fast and then, the turnovers. The turnovers I thought were the difference in the game of, we had 19, I think, and 24 points off of those 19. And so that's a staggering number whenever, you look at the game, and we have to value the ball. And again, they alone had 7 of those. So, again, I think some of those decisions and some of those things are ones that she's got to grow in and our team. But again, whenever you turn it over that many times and, the assist to turnover, and we're still not understanding of how to play with each other. We're just all out there playing our own games and not understanding of how important my cut is to then my screen, my next pass, and all of those things that we'll get better with as we play more together.
In a 40-minute game, they had 31 bench points to your all's 4. What do you think that boiled down to today?
A lot of things. As I don't, Amy, who's really provided us a huge spark, didn't play as well today, and so that's a big part of who we have to be. And whenever she doesn't play as well, that hurts us off the bench. And again, those other players, Rita's got to come in and give us some minutes, and then same with Shani and Ismini. But again, Amy's a big part of that, and so that hurt us, and just our ability to make plays off the bench and give us a spark. She had, in those other games, really provided us a huge spark, and whenever you lose that, and again, each one of our players is we've got those moments where we just have those lulls where we lose a couple of players, and some of that's maturity, some of it's that we just have to get better.
To either Day or Cara, just when you notice that the bench isn't producing at the rate you're used to and Bugs maybe not making it the clip you're used to, how much do you two take it upon yourselves to kind of help fill that void, and what did you both learn from a game like this?
I'll go. I just know when, the bench isn't doing as much as they usually do, and when Asia's not able to hit all the shots because they're guarding her so well, it just makes me know that I have to go out and get every rebound. Whether that's defensive, so I can get it up today, she can push in transition, or offensive, at least give us a chance. If I don't have the putback, kick it out back to somebody who does have the opportunity. Just makes me at least want to play harder, and I'm sure I can say the same for Day and everyone on the team. But I think after a game like this, it's just we really have to work on our craft, because Asia's not always going to be open, because they're going to defend her because she's the best player on their team, and not everyone's always going to hit their shots that they usually do. So we just all got to get in the gym and really focus in on what we need to do.
Hey, this is your first city game. What was your experience like? You dropped 22 points. How would you assess your day today?
It was a great atmosphere, but 22 points doesn't matter. Maybe we didn't get the win. So we're going to grind it out tomorrow and be back for the next game.
Lance, when we had spoken with Dan Bird after the game, he was saying that he's grateful and thankful for you guys, for you as a coach, for you all as a program, for keeping them on the schedule, and during a time when teams are kind of moving away from these games a little bit with larger conference schedules. I mean, for you as a coach, what's sort of the impetus for this game? Like, what kind of keeps you wanting to maintain this series with them?
Yeah, again, I've got a lot of respect for Dan and what they do in their program, and again, it's a great game for us. It's I love being able to celebrate Pitt and Pittsburgh basketball, and and I think it's a great thing to be able to have the city game and us battle it out, and again, they're a formidable team. They do really well in their conference, and he's gonna be really good this year, and so I think it's something that helps us, and it is. I love games within cities where you can come and really get energized by the fans and this whole community rallying behind women's basketball, and so for us, I think it really helps us.
Yeah, and after the game, I don't know if it was your Kyla who had said it's she's hopeful for a mid-December return.
Yeah. She started back conditioning and doing some shooting stuff last week, or this week, and then so hopefully we can just keep, and if everything stays constant, and all that stuff, slowly work her back into the rotation and have her back. And I think that'd be a huge boost for us, just our experience and being able to have another player who had been through the wars and understands ACC basketball and to help all these young kids figure out how hard they have to play and the tempo and the speed at which they have to play.
Anything else, guys?
Anything else? All right,
Thanks.
thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate